What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. Let's start this video with the great Chinese bodybuilding star Keone making a big career move by switching from 212 to open bodybuilding in 2023. Now is it a good move? Or he should have stayed in the 212 and tried to come in sharper next year? Personally, I saw that coming because of the numbers he was putting up during his Olympia 2022 prep. He looked phenomenal at 5 weeks out, with 20 pounds to drop to make that 212 weight cap. He had to drastically reduce his calories to get to those numbers, and this led to him losing all his pop and fullness. Ping placed 11th at his Olympia debut, which isn't bad, but with his godly genetics, he can do so much better. But he is definitely not improving if he stays in the 212. The reason is very simple. He needs a much bigger and improved back if he wants to move up in placings. And with a weight restriction, it is gonna be almost impossible to fix a lagging body part. I am glad he made this move so early in his professional career, and it isn't like the road to open bodybuilding is easy, but at least he will allow his body to grow and make those necessary improvements. No time off for Andrew Jacked, who is right back in the gym trying to bring up the lagging body parts that hindered him from placing higher than 8th place. It was a combination of not being conditioned enough, especially from the backside, and also he can use a little more hamstrings to solidify himself as the potential future Mr. Olympia. But considering Andrew did 4 shows in 1 year, he did not have a break and he still cracked top 8. That says a lot about his potential. The only concerning thing is Andrew's age. He is 38 years old, so we do not know how much time he has before he starts going downwards. But based on his improvements from the show that he turned pro, the Arnold Amateur, which was in March of last year, to the Olympia in December, there were some drastic improvements everywhere. Keep in mind, there was hardly any off-season. This indicates that his body is 100% thriving. It will be great if Andrew hits the show closer to the Olympia, earn his Olympia spot, and then carry that momentum onto the big show. This way, he will have plenty of time to grow. Terrance Ruffin dropping down to 6th place after getting a runner-up spot 2 years in a row was a big shocker at the Olympia weekend. Not to mention, he is the reigning 2 times Arnold Classic champion as well. That's how close these classic guys are. You are a tad bit off in terms of conditioning and you can drop down several spots. So no Arnold for Terrance this year. He's gonna hit a show probably later this year to make the maximum out of this offseason. He was 1 pound heavier at the weigh-ins, so he is maxed out in that regard. But we have seen Terrance bounce back before as well, from 9th place to 2nd place in 2 years. So let's see what difference can he do in 2023. Hit the thumbs up button if you like the video and smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.